Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. It's your favorite cross-dresser drag act reverend. How's everybody doing? Eh, I feel very blessed by God. I feel extremely blessed in every way I could feel blessed. You know, I still need a razor. Remember at the end of Tommy's, the room, there was stuff around the room, and I had my razor and I chucked it on the ground, and I'm like, I can't find my charger. You remember that? The true Revites will remember that. Well, the cord, I didn't find it. So I have a razor with no charge, and it's a 3-pronged weird charger cord. It's fucked. I'm done. It's a brawn. So I need a razor because I want to do drag, and this is gone. This is gone. I can't stand. I find it almost impossible to act feminine with this. I have to not look at myself, and then maybe I could turn it on, and not imagine that I don't have it, because it's just like, for me, if I'm looking at myself aesthetically and I'm acting female with that, it's a no. It's the autoerotic thing I get, whatever, that I turn myself on. Like, that's part of how I really get into the act. And I know that's extremely weird. But I'm just telling you the method for me. It might be different for somebody else that's doing something like this, you know? Because I'm just a hetero, I'm a hetero, cisgendered dude. That's what I am. So, but I've noticed that, and everybody's told me ever since I was like a little kid, you know, you have a pretty face. You have a pretty face. I don't have a pretty face when I have a fucking goatee on it. You know, no, this is male still. Even though I have a blue wig that's like a bob cut blue wig, I still present male because of that. Okay, and you have drag acts that have the hair, have the whole makeup deal, and beards and stuff. And to me, I look at that and go, what the fuck is that? You know? So you're not getting deluxe drag acts. The Buff Weeb appearance was not deluxe. And I got cut off pretty quick because Buff was like, you gotta stop that right now. So I did a little bit later on, but like that was low bar, low tier shit. Like the stuff I did at Tommy's was way better. You could cut clips from that thing. The JC gives the Rev Update live stream, and the one before that, which was an upload, which was JC's Cherry Popped or something like that. You could cut shit from both those videos and create a fucking really, I think, funny. You could do like a mockumentary, like it's an actual trans prostitute named JC. If you wanted to do it that way. I want to keep her as an actual female. She has a pussy and everything. I want it, the fiction. You know what I mean? Because when I really dress up in it, I can become it. Like, seriously, like I said, if I had Ryland's fucking bodysuit with the tits and ass, I could totally just become it, I think. And I know people are like, you're a reverend, you're like Christian, this is weird. It has nothing to do with my spirituality, man. I'm telling you what I am as a human being, right? My soul belongs to Jesus Christ. My body is going to go back to the earth, because it belongs to the earth. From hence I came, so for I return. It's God's vessel. Because G-Man will like to pull it out. This is not Christian behavior. Okay, so you had huge drag presence, huge cross-dressing presence in Britain, which is hugely Christian, and I think, well, probably turning Muslim now, but hugely Christian. Anglican Church, right? The Queen was the queen of it, and now King Charles is the king of the Anglican Church. Christian. Huge cross-dressing thing in Britain. So is it not Christian? No, it's performance art. And it's been since time and eternity that women have played men and men have played women. It's just time and eternity. Because who was the first person that ever thought about gender bending stuff and making something like, oh, a guy is a girl and a guy is a girl and a girl is a guy? I don't know, probably the Stone Ages, whatever. Before we could write, there was the thought that, oh, there's a woman, maybe I could be like a woman. That's like a primitive thought, you know? Why did I make this video? Oh, Jesus. Well, I did want to say how appreciative I am. Oh, this was going to go into Ezzie stuff. Yeah, it was. It was going to go into Ezzie stuff. And I forgot that what the main purpose of me... I was going to call this the Ezzie Story. That's what I was going to call it. What's up? It's okay, dude. The great assistant. But here's the deal, okay? I want to really talk about it, all of it. So, okay? So this will... I don't know how long it'll go. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you straight, okay? Walk you along the path of chronological events. You know the way I communicate, so I'm going to do my best to be coherent, okay? Number one, why did this happen? Well, first of all, the main reason is because I was going through what you would call an existential or midlife crisis type of situation, where I was realizing that Shanny cannot have children and I was not going to put another body on the planet, that I'd never be a father. And it started making me feel dead. Like my genes were dying, like my DNA as I was living every day was being, what you would say, deleted from my being. My DNA was being deleted. That's how I felt. And I can't make her understand about this at all, because number one, it's male, I'm male, and number two, she had 2 children. She put 2 lives on the planet, okay? So she can't relate to this. This is what I was going through. And as I was going through that, William pulled the deal and cut contact with Mom. And then she spiraled into probably, I don't know if she would say this, but since I've known her, the deepest depression I've ever seen her go through, which is saying a lot. Because she can have very deep depressions, okay? So... what happened? All right, this is what happened. I got to the point in my psychological being that I could no longer continue the relationship. And this is where marriage comes in. If you're truly married in the heart, which I am and was and am now to Shannon, then the vow says what? In sickness and in health, right? I failed that test. And hopefully in the future, I've already fucked up since then. Leaving her out there in the field was disgusting. I should not have left my woman out there. And it was a selfish boyhood thing that I'm shivering on the inside, feeling like I'm going to die. But you man up. That's when you man up and you gird your loins, like the Lord would tell you, and you be there for your woman. And the fact is that my absence of presence there caused a situation where, thank God, Chris was there. Amish Chris was there, and he was a knight in shining armor to protect her from people that were fresh out of jail. Let's say drug dealers that thought that. Let's say Mamacita Shanny was pretty hot to them. And some shit did happen. And you know how my mail card is without a doubt what you would call... I'm taking a screenshot. Oh shit, I'm so shaky. I've had a lot of coffee and not much food. Okay, so I put my partner in a situation where she was actually SA, and I'm going to have to live with that forever. But thank God for Chris. And it's weird sign from God because his name is Christopher John, which is Shani's ex-husband Chris's name. His first and last name is the same. So wow, that's really, whoa, heavy. I don't know what that message is from God. Probably pretty much that Chris is supposed to be in our life. And he is. He's a stand-up type of person. And I thank God for him, I do. Like, he's a great assistant. He's so fast, it's insane how fast this guy can walk. He's amazing, actually. He's superhuman. Very amazing. But I thank Jesus for him. But listen here, okay? We're going to put that over here. Now I'm going to talk about Jules and Elle, and that the whole dynamic there was to take the gas can and kick the gas can into the fire. You understand that saying, right? Is to make an already bad, explosive, even really crazy, I can't say the words on YouTube, situations, into nuclear. That's what happened with Jules and Elle and that whole arc at the end of Tommy. Okay? They kicked the gas can into the fire. Because, I mean, and I did too. I was literally, okay, I was like Indy in Temple of Doom when Mularum puts him under the trance because I wanted to hurt her bad. And I always said ever to you guys, I would never want to deliberately hurt Shannon. Do you get it? That's, I was literally in the place that I wanted free, away from her so bad, that I was willing to really hurt her. And that makes me feel horrible now. I can tell you that. I've definitely matured. I've definitely learned my lesson from God, because he slapped me real bad for that. We could have been in Tommy's house a lot longer, probably. I feel bad about it, but it would have been better than me and Shannon homeless. Oh, you go get a job, you fucking loser. It doesn't matter if I got a job in the type of jobs I could get hired for. Burger King. And all of the people working at Burger King, unless it was the manager or assistant manager, they were living with mommy and daddy. And even in the case of the assistant manager, I think he was living with his mommy and daddy. Nobody's making enough money, really, to do that unless you went to college and you're a doctor or a lawyer, or you got some kind of good deal where you didn't go to college and you're making a lot of money. Like a contractor, maybe, or whatever. Whatever. Self-made, you know. Oh, you can fluff it out? That's really cute. Fucking goatee. Touching you, touching me. Fucking darkness, dude. I could pull that off, probably. I put some eye makeup on, you know. Do the guy from The Darkness. But anyway, oh, by the way, you gotta look up Donald Trump bomb Iran AI video. And it's, and bomb Iran. I bombed Iran today. Whatever, it's like that. You gotta look that up. Just look up Donald Trump, flock of seagulls, and Iran. Put Iran in there, the country. Amazing. I saw, Shani showed me that, and I literally almost, I watched the whole thing. It's long. I think it's like 6 minutes long. I watched the whole thing. That was entertaining and really well done. If that's AI and what it can do now, I am really getting fucking amazingly impressed. What a tool it could be, creative tool. Hey, it's not creating, it's AI. I just don't agree with you, okay? Ideas are creation. Right? Ideas are creating. If you just so happen to use I almost want to call it pseudo-biological, but no. A mechanical being, a mechanical animal. Wow. We're all stars now in a dope show. We're all mechanical animals. No. The computer AI is like a mechanical animal. You're collaborating with a hyper-intelligent mechanical being. And if you can pump out a fucking concert series of a fake AI chick like Kitty Dooms would be, and then monetize it, wow, why not? It's ideas. And people say, oh, AI isn't art. I call you a liar. Because listen, even the creators of AI, not creators, but the finders, yeah. If you listen to the, very beginning of AI people, they'll tell you that we didn't create AI, we found it. It was just there, and we started talking to it. Do you get that? So what is that? That's a being, man. Was it a being that we created through our advances in technology? I don't think so. Pretty sure this is a God-created being for chaos or prosperity, either. You choose. Again, freedom of choice is what you got. Freedom from choice is what you want. Oh, man. You dig? Ezzie, man. Alright, fucking. Oh, man. You know, I'm just going to say what has to be said about the Ezzie story. So, alright, what happened was her depression, I couldn't do it, and I felt like I wasn't putting a kid on the planet. And then it just came to Thanksgiving time, past year. Thanksgiving, and she'll probably say a different story, but I'm telling you the truth, that she was so ungrateful on fucking Thanksgiving for what she got. I wanted to vomit, and I didn't even want to look at her anymore. And then I started doing drag shit, and she started making fun of me, and I explained to her that I'm not gay, I'm not trans, I'm nothing like that, I'm straight, you know this, you should know this, we've been together fucking 8 years, you should know I'm a straight dude, I'm doing this for money, look at the views, they're pretty good, people are liking it, they're thinking it's funny. So she proceeded to make a fucking asshole post on her page about, this is what Jason looks like in drag, and it's that one Ripper Doc from Steampunk 2077 that has like the garters on, and he's all bald, and he's like got patches of weird skin shit all over him. He looks like a freak. And not attractive at all. Okay, and that's what she compared me to. And it was that night that something just switched in my head, and I said, I'm fucking done with this. Fuck, I'm done. So I did a drag show, I flipped her off, and I said, ladies, call me. I'm fucking done with that thing. Not doing it anymore. That night, Ezzie emailed me, and she sent me a picture, a phone number, and said, I've watched you for 3 years go through narcissistic abuse with Shannon. I've been waiting for you to say I'm done. And it happened tonight, and I came to you this night. I've waited for you for 3 years. And I took that number and I called it as soon as I could. Because I prayed, and his voice was clear. This could be your new beginning that you want, with a fertile female that you can have a family. And if this hurts you any bit, I'm sorry about that, hun, but you know, Shanny can get mad at that, and she says, oh, you're shaming my age or whatever. No, she had her tubes tied, man, and that was her decision, and I've never condemned her for that. But I'm just being honest. This is how I feel. And I hate that it hurts her. But it's not going away. I want offspring. I want one girl. You know? So what I went through was a midlife crisis, and I was exiting a relationship, and immediately this like a light in my life. And did I put too much into it? Pie in the sky, I should have thought of catfishing before getting too excited. Yes, I just jumped into it. Because her email was so, it seemed so genuine. And then the number, and I called it, and she was on the other end. I heard a voice of a cute voice of a girl. Man, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm into this. Because I'm done with that bitch. I'm done. And I was. She treated me so disrespectful towards the end. And I was mean to her too, because there's no way I'm gonna sit there and take this fucking shit and not say something. I have words, fucking damn it. You guys know how bad I can get. Jokery, psychotic. But what's in summation the Ezzie story is, and I don't care if Shannon gets mad at me, I'm gonna say this. Ezzie did nothing wrong other than the picture thing, which I forgave her for. I understood why she did it. She felt like she looked older, which is bullshit. She sent me pictures of the real her. And she was cute as shit. She's a very cute girl. And I'd be blessed. I'd be blessed to be with her. The fact of the matter is that I agree with her father. I agree with Mr. Ezzie, her dad. Honey, don't pick this guy. You might think you love him and you got attached to him on the internet or whatever, and oh, what if, and then this. Look at his life, honey. He's a loser. He got no real job. He might be a CA person. You don't want this in your life. And I agree with Dad. Those things don't even matter if they were true or false. The people that really know who I am in the heart, like Wookiee Lover, know what's true and what's false. Those that really have taken the time to get to know me know. But I'm going to tell you right now that girl was in no sin. She waited years to email me once and go, I've been waiting for this moment. And I felt God all over it. I felt, Wookiee will tell you, I give Wookiee Lover total permission to do a show. If you want to get paid, do it, whatever. I'd be there with you even. Okay? She experienced all this with me. The magic of what this was, it was incredible. Okay? So did it hurt me to shred that hymn shirt? Yeah. And is it because of Ezzie? Yeah. True Confessions with Reverend Dude. It is the deal. I can't help that. Can I help that I felt magic? I can't help that. Was it literal bippity boppity boo and she's a witch? Baby. But I am telling you, there was magic that I felt in my heart that I've never felt in. I don't know what that is even. I kind of felt for something for a girl from my high school class named Alexa. I thought she was gorgeous and but she was the head cheerleader, And I'm the fat kid playing magic. That's what? No. She had the hottest guy in the school. So I want it known about Ezzie that people, including Shannon, and Shannon literally wants her off the planet, and that's disgusting. And I say it every time to her. You're holding stuff against this girl you should be holding against me and me alone. The only sin she did was send a picture of some cam chick named Sinister from Ohio, which she kind of looks like. That's the thing. She did a reverse image search of her own face, and she chose like a cam girl. Yeah, do you hear that fucking people? I can't, man. It's such bullshit. I can't even tell my own story. I'm not gushing over her. I'm telling the story.
Yeah, it sounds like you just...
See, I can't even do my own video. It's unbelievable, guys, and make drama out of it because she's a narcissist and she's showing her narcissism.
It's so fucking gross. I would never, ever do this.
Disgusting. I'm not doing it in front of you. I'm doing it privately in the bathroom. So anyway, there was nothing, she did nothing. Other than that, with the photo. I was broken up with Shannon, period. So the end of the story is this. I feel really bad for calling her or anything because at the end of the day, it's me that was in sin. I was in vows in my heart with Shannon. And I stumbled on the sickness and health part of marriage because she was going through her sickness in her mind. And I should have been there, no apologies, and saying, fuck, I'm here for you. I'm your mate. And I say sorry to Shannon. I from the bottom of my heart, that my commitment to her was not more clear. And in fact, I severed that tie when I should never have touched that tie. And Ezzie was like roadkill on the side of the road. She got hurt by this too. Okay? It's me. It was all me that was going through shit, and I was done, man. I wanted a new life. So you wanted the whole story, you got it. Piece of Maranatha.